I remember we did a very serious debate in this house last year in the last parliament, especially on betting companies, which one of them was even SportPesa. Mr. Speaker, it was a very serious debate, and heads rolled. And I remember very well, Mr. Speaker, that so many betting companies were removed. They were banned. Their licenses were withdrawn. Mr. Speaker, the same reasons that we are discussing here today were the same reasons that we used at that particular moment to withdraw licenses of particular betting companies, which were actually destroying our generations. Mr. Speaker, I've heard the Deputy President of this country talking about illicit drinks, which is actually almost removing a whole generation of young men. Mr. Speaker, the same situation is happening with the betting companies, Mr. Speaker. The betting game in this country, Mr. Speaker, is actually also destroying almost a whole generation, Mr. Speaker. Even students who are in school, they don't even, they don't even take time to read anymore. Because their minds, they are waiting for the results, either in the radio, either in TV, either in their phones, whether they have won or not. Mr. Speaker, we pay fees for many students on personal level or even on our capacity as members of parliament. But, Mr. Speaker, there has been a lot of demands by these students, either those are in the universities or in colleges or in secondary schools, asking for some money which, of course, we cannot substantiate. We do not know whether that money goes to school, but they will tell you today they want this particular amount of money. Today the school wants this particular amount of money. And it's not big money, 500, 1,000, Mr. Speaker. So, but since we have learned that this money is most of 80% of this money that we send to these particular students don't go to school. They go to betting. They load in their phones so that they can bet either what is in those particular betting. Mr. Speaker, I count myself lucky because I've never participated in any betting in my life, even when I was young. When people used to go to those cards where somebody is saying which card is for money, e-card in your pesa, or something like that, I resisted to participate in those particular bettings because I knew it was going to attract me to those particular games, which I have always understood has nothing but waste your time. So, Mr. Speaker, I'm in full support of the member who introduced this particular motion to this House, that members of the TV stations and the radio stations that participate in betting must, we are not saying we should remove them from those particular things, but they must acquire licenses as betting companies, just like the ordinary betting companies outside those radio TV stations. They must also acquire licenses so that if they want to participate in betting, they must have the licenses for betting.